it's Burton.
Hey, Burton. It's Levi calling from Sticks for Stones in Brisbane, Australia. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Am I right to start asking you a few questions now?
Sure. We got until the top of the hour.
Okay, cool as. Well, yeah, I've got a fair few questions for you, so I'll get to it. How have the interviews been going for you so far, anyway?
Pretty basic.
Yeah, same old thing. I guess you do these all the time now, so you'll be pretty used to it.
I think I've done thousands of interviews.
Yeah. Do you like doing it, just out of curiosity? Do you have like a comfy chair you sit in with a drink, or is it kind of a pain in the ass?
No, I'm backstage in the venue, but I'm comfortable.
Okay. Well, that's a start. All right. Well, first off, we'll just talk about the tour. We'll plug that. It's you're playing Australia in June. You're doing all the capital cities, and you come here pretty often, and you always pull a really big crowd. Are you excited to come back?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to get down there and play for Australian friends and fans, and to reconnect with people we haven't seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
We've been going to Australia for 22 years now, and we've seen a lot change. We've seen our fans grow up. We've seen new fans. We've seen a lot change in the country, but it's still a wonderful place, and we love going there.
Yeah, cool. I'm really looking forward to the show. It's been a while since I've seen you. I think the last time I saw you was at Soundwave, and I know there's a bit of confusion there, or something happened. A lot of bands didn't get paid. Did that end up getting resolved, just out of curiosity?
Okay, it wasn't confusion. It was the owner ripping everybody off.
Okay.
And no, none of the bands ever got paid.
Okay, so there's no insurance or anything when that sort of thing happens?
No, that doesn't happen with bands. And the best thing that could happen is that man goes to jail.
Yeah.
He deserves to go to jail for ripping so many people off. Not just bands from out of the country, but local bands as well. And he ripped off local, contractors as well. So he deserves to go to jail.
Yeah, for sure. It sucks that, and you guys aren't multimillionaires. I'm sure you do all right, but not getting paid for a tour, how does that affect you? Does financially, is it a big kick in the balls?
It was a hardship. We needed that money to survive until the record came out, and when that didn't happen, my family suffered because of it.
Yeah.
And so he just hopes he never comes across me ever.
Yeah, for sure. Just been going for a
we're not. Fear Factory's a popular band, but we're not wealthy. We're a hard-working band, and we survive by doing what we do. We're not we're sometimes we struggle, but I would say we're really ever comfortable.
I just read on the internet, and I thought this was just a cool fact. You're actually in the audience for the Smells Like Teen Spirit film clip. When you were there, did you think this was going to be the biggest song of Generation X, or when you were there?
No, not at all. No, not at all. No. Everyone who showed up was in the video, and we were just having a good time. We were smoking weed, we were drinking, enjoying ourselves, listening to a good song, and I knew the song already. A friend of mine played cello on Something in the Way, so he had an advanced copy of the album 4 or 5 months before the album even came out. So we were listening to it nonstop because we all worked together. So by the time we went to the video, I knew what was going on.
Oh wow, that would have been an awesome experience.
It was cool. It was a big. I knew it was gonna be a big record, but I had no idea how big.
There's one Fear Factory album I really quite like, but I think in most fans' opinion, it's probably the least favourite record, but I quite like Transgression. You did a few songs on it that were a bit more alternative rock. I'm just wondering, when you look back on that album, is it one you're proud of? Do you still play any of those songs live? I'm just wondering what your thoughts on that album are.
I like that record. It's a misunderstood record, but the title of the album states exactly what it is. It's a transgression against what Fear Factory has always been, and it's Fear Factory's hard rock record. And there's some good songs on it. Not every song is a winner, but there's some good songs on it. And we've talked about maybe playing one song from it, but we haven't decided. But it is a bit of a misunderstood record, and it was on a label that went bankrupt, and now the masters are gone, and no way to get it. It's out of print, gone.
Oh, wow. Be a bit of a collectible. Actually, I do have a copy of it. I got sent one ages ago.
It's a collectible.
Yeah. Now, for the tour, when you're coming in June, I'm just wondering what can fans expect from the set list?
Well, definitely expect to hear songs from Genexus. It's the album that's been released since the last time we were there.
Yeah.
So we're definitely pushing that album, and we are working on trying to do something different, a little surprise for the Australian audience. So just keep your ears and eyes open for any upcoming information.
Awesome. Well, I'll be at the show, so I'll be looking forward to the surprise.
How awesome.
Yeah. Another little fact I just learnt just then off Wikipedia. You actually played for Geezer Butler's Plastic Planet album. What was it like working with him? Because he's like, one of the biggest legends in the metal community. Was it a fun experience?
It was a rad experience. I had just finished recording Demanufacture, and what the album wasn't even out, and I got asked to audition for his project. Of course, I knew who Geezer Butler was, and big fan of Black Sabbath, so I was like, yeah, I'll audition. And he sent me some music on a tape that had no vocals on it, just music. And so when I went to his house, I auditioned at his house in his attic studio, and he showed me how to work the machine. He goes, okay, go for it. I'm like, okay, so I had some ideas. I put them down, and I guess he liked what he heard, so I got the part. And he was such a nice guy, lovely fella, and one of the coolest experiences of my career, definitely.
Yeah, that's so cool. I've always been a big fan of Ministry, and I know you're a big Ministry fan as well. I think you've toured with them, you've done a couple of songs together. But I've always had this idea, and I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I always thought it'd be cool if you two did like a joint album together, or like a collaborative album. Has that ever been talked about, or is it something you've considered?
Yeah, I've considered that, and it could happen. I'd say I'm on really good terms with Al. When I'm in LA, I go to his house, hang out, and talk to him whenever I can. And I've collaborated with him briefly, doing on a Ministry album, or he's collaborated with me on a Watchers album, but we never collaborated together on new stuff together. So I don't know. See how. Unless he'd be into that, I have to talk to him about it.
Yeah, for sure. I remember last time we did an interview probably, maybe 8 months ago when Genexus came out, and we're talking a bit about robots and how, technology is just getting better and better each year. And, what's happening now in America, there's a lot of talk with this socialist Bernie Sanders guy that might get in, and a lot of people don't like him. And I always say to people, we're at this point where most of the crappy jobs can be done by robots now, and I think it feels like the only government we can have it really needs to be socialist if we are to enter the age of robotics. I'm just wondering what your thoughts on that are, and do you think people will be replaced by robots soon at work?
Well, that's already begun, and they're worried about government taking away their jobs or whatever, but they need to worry about technology, and they need to worry about big companies doing away with employees and just making machines that will do the job and not be paid and not have to pay insurance. Those times are coming, and we're on the verge of it happening now. So, I mean, socialist or not, I mean, he's not even a real socialist. But he's gotten that moniker because it's the evil word. But it's like, Bernie's. People keep saying, Hillary goes. People keep saying, Bernie or Hillary become president. I'm moving to Canada. I'm like, really? You're gonna move to a socialist country? You stupid fuck. So people just have no idea. I don't even want to start with that political stuff, but people need to understand that corporations with unlimited amounts of money will phase out human workforce. That's going to happen, and it's happening now.
Yeah, for sure, man. I agree 100%. And just wondering, you've been around for doing this for 25 years or whatnot. Has your taste in music, changed much over the last few decades? I'm just wondering, what were you listening to 25 years ago, and what do you listen to now?
I pretty much listen to the same stuff, I've always had a wide range of, my musical taste is very wide, and I've always checked out new things. I've always listened to new things. So I've always been along the same type of music I like, and I like all types, and I enjoy music, and so there's always something new out there that's really good and interesting. And when it comes to new bands, I like to take advice, or I like to get new music handed to me by friends, like, you should check this out or check this out. People I trust to take some music with, and I'm always enlightened by new things. So for 25 years, I'm still listening to the same type of music, but there's always different bands doing new things.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's all the questions I've got, but I'm going to be taking photos at the gig in Brisbane, so I'm going to be really looking forward to that show, and be looking forward to what this surprise is going to be as well.
Where are we playing in Brisbane?
Yeah, you're playing at the Tivoli.
Of course.
This is really great because that's actually the best venue in Brisbane, in my opinion. Well, sound-wise, they always do a really great job there.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah, no,
awesome, Levi. Cool. Well, I'll look for you in the pit.
Okay, man. Well, enjoy the rest of your day doing interviews.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, see you, Burton. Bye.
Bye.